Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video, we're reviewing a Subaru Forester Wilderness. Before we get into this video, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the Nate Wade Subaru here in Salt Lake City, Utah for giving me some time with this Forester. I'm going to include a link to their website in the description down below so you can check out what they have currently. And then on a side note, if you want to save time and money the next time you purchase a car, link to my car buying guide in the description down below. Let's get into it. Under the hood, we have a naturally aspirated 2.5 liter flat 4 cylinder that goes through a CVT. Fuel economy is 25 around town and then 28 on the highway, with power outputs being 182 horsepower and then 176 pound-feet of torque. Now, before we move forward with this review, I do want to mention, if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. So starting with the hood, you guys can see the decal there on the center. It's supposed to help out with glare while you're off-roading. And I do like this gray color, but I think my favorite in the Wilderness is this kind of like foresty green. It looks really cool. Anyways, down below you can see the Forester signature headlight design, and then you got the fog light below that. And you've got all this cladding as part of the Wilderness package, and it does also give you some skid plate protection. And putting it all together, it definitely has that cool off-roader design. Now, on the side here, our tire wheel setup is 225/60/17 in the front and over in the rear. You can see with the wheels completely blacked out. And yeah, we got some all-terrain tire action here. I love how chunky the fender flares are. I think that looks really sharp. You can see the splash guard there, and then look at the cladding here on the side. And then here is the side profile with the Forester Wilderness. Now, take a look at the key fob. We've got our lock and unlock function. We also have the opening there for the hatch as well. And popping into the cargo area, you guys can see we've got a cargo cover built in from the factory. You've got these tabs to pull down the seats. And then you guys can see for the Harman Kardon sound system. And yeah, the Forester is quite spacious here in the back. And I like this that they've put on back here, so you can put stuff back here. You don't have to worry about it getting stuff. Well, it's easier to clean, but also messing stuff up. Anyways, when you're all done, just press that and then I'll lower the hatch right back down. Now, I think the taillight design on the Forester is pretty cool. You guys can see Forester down below with the Wilderness badge as well. Of course, got the Subaru badge also blacked out. Parking sensors at the bottom. And putting it all together, let me guys think about the design here on this Wilderness package. Now, take a look at the door panel. You guys can see Wilderness right there. I like the stitching that goes across, and then this trim down below also looks really cool. And then look at the stitching below that. And then here's a quick look at everything on the seats. You can see easy to clean with the design. That's kind of what it's meant for. Forester is actually pretty dang spacious here on the second row, and then I like the double storage pocket situation. Got some vents here, USBs as well, and then headroom back here. It's good. Now, taking a look at the front door panel, you guys can see again with that trim here and a little Wilderness tag, and then down below as well. And then even this is soft touch, by the way, and I like that kind of texture there. Front two windows are automatic. Got your mirror adjustments. The mirrors do power fold in. And then taking a look at the seat, you can see Wilderness there, and then look at the trim all down the center. Power adjustments on the side. Then you guys can see here for the hatch, for example, you got the memory function, your stability control, auto stop, start, blind spot monitoring, and then more of the trim on the dash. And then the whole dash is soft touch, by the way, and it has the little texturing like that throughout. So yeah, really cool. Now, take a look at the steering wheel. We got soft touch all around, and I like the gold accenting just like on the outside. Paddle shifters there in the back for the CVT. We also have our adaptive cruise control, steering assist. We've got our volume controls, and you guys can see the drive mode select there, at least for the on-road drive modes. And then regular stocks on the back. Mostly analog gauge cluster. We do have a screen there in the center, which we can see different bits of info, and we can also change the drive mode there, or see the different drive mode rather. And then the Forester still has the little screen here at the top where you can see different bits of vehicle information and also just general information like time, temperature, all that. And then in reverse, you do have a backup camera with trajectrons that turn with the steering wheel. And as for the infotainment system, obviously it's not Subaru's biggest, newest unit, but it still functions pretty well. Has some analog buttons down below. And we've got our dual zone climate controls, some storage shifter with more of that gold accenting. Get your parking brake here through auto hold, and then we've got our off-road modes, or X modes as Subaru calls them. And then this is for the camera to pop it on, because you also have that front camera view as well, so pretty cool. And then heated seats, and then you can see the cup holders, center console, and I like the padding here on the top. Like I said, in the dash, it's got nice soft touch all over. Pretty big glove box, and then we do have a sunroof up top. It's pretty big. Got controls for the sunroof here. Here's a closer look at all of that. There you go. And then also for the collision assistance and lane departure. Now here's a quick look at the window sticker, 2024 Wilderness. Lots of standard equipment. We do have some options on this, like the 22 package. Anyways, $39,870 is the total MSRP on this 24 Wilderness. Let's see how it drives. Let's talk about visibility before we set off here. Here's visibility over the hood, both the mirrors. Should do a blind spot ring, throw thrust the rear, and let us set off. It is crazy. Like, you guys will probably see through a lot. There's so many Wildernesses now. It was like this niche package that Subaru was kind of dipping their toes in, and now it's like it's all that everyone wants. Everyone wants the Wilderness. I don't know, it's cool for me to see. I'm excited for all the off-road stuff that we're gonna get from manufacturers in the future, because it's just, you know, it seems like that's what the market wants, which I appreciate because I'm a huge off-road enthusiast. I think the next off-road market segment that's really gonna grow, and this is gonna sound weird to you guys, but we've already seen, you know, off-road trucks and SUVs explode. I mean, look at, you know, Raptor, and look at, you know, Jeep and Bronco and Toyota TRD Pro, all that stuff, right? We've already seen that explode. I think the next big explosion is going to be off-road style sports cars, right? You've already seen like the Huracan Storado and the 911 Dakar, right? Those have sold out instantly. Like, they had no problem with that. And so like Subaru, you know, made the new WRX kind of more off-roady because it's got like more rally type suspension, and it's got like the cladding. And so yeah, I think we're gonna start seeing more of that, is all I'm trying to say. I think we're gonna see, maybe we'll see like a WRX Wilderness, who knows. But anyways, focusing on the Forester Wilderness here, seat comfort's really good. It drives well, the suspension's comfortable. I would say they do a good job with the overall suspension comfort. Yeah, going over bumps and everything, it's nice. And at least when you're just piddling around town, as they say, it's the engine's not bad. It's not like, it doesn't feel slow or anything like that. It feels like it's more than adequate with the power, right? And I do like this interior. It feels very well built, and yeah, it's just it's a fun interior. And we'll get our acceleration here. Wow, that moves at a solid pace. Again, it's not insanely quick or anything like that, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. But again, I wouldn't call it fast. So to cap things off here with the Forester Wilderness, this just continues Subaru's wildernessing the world thing, which, hey, I don't think it's a bad thing. I think that this is going to just be a big benefit for the brand and for all of us, because the more off-road packages we get, the more competitiveness we get in this off-road world. And I don't know, I think overall that's good for everyone. So let me know what you guys think about the Forester Wilderness. Let me know if you think if this is the Wilderness to get. I do think that I've reviewed the Crosstrek Wilderness recently. I do like that package, but this is so close in price, and you know, a little bit more power. I mean, that looks cool, don't get me wrong. Yeah, this has a little bit more power and everything. So yeah, anyways, let me know your thoughts.